Matchup, we are all set to go, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Dallas Cowboys. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? Start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Presley. Pass complete. George Pickens with it. A gain of 8 there on the play. And they'll be left with 2nd and a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 42-yard line.
70, get move.
Operating from the gun. Presley. Left side to Lamb. And Lamb going to have a Cowboys first down as he'll get this across the 50 to the 49. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
19, 18.
Back to throw. Presley. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. The Cowboys had 1 and 6 now. They come into this one knowing it's been a while since they've had a W. They have dropped 4 in a row.
Let me tell you, when you go a month, partner, in this league, without a victory, it gets tough to come to work every day. And in addition, you start to wonder about your job security as well.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Let's go now. Back to 60.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight at just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. Looking to put a drive together. Now the former Volunteer, it's Dylan Sampson. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
At the 40-yard line.
Great.
Straight ahead, here's Tracy. That's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. 12 yards there, first down Vikings.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3. You look at this Cowboy defense. This unit, very tough to throw against, currently 2nd best in the NFL.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1.
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take on extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle on that play. That's big time.
And he's caught. And he's going to get this inside the 30. So the drive stays alive after the 4th down conversion. 1st and 10 inside the 30. Up the middle they go. Sampson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think we got to give it up for him right there. That's a heck of an athletic move for a big man right in the middle of the line. How about the play he makes there? Nowhere to run, and he finishes that one off for a loss.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Anyway, easy, 63. Foul up, Yeti.
Hurts sets up to throw it. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
With his height, that's exactly where you want to put it for him. But even that throw was a little tall to connect for the touchdown.
Oh, that was never on target. It's no good. Wide to the right.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to play.
The Vikings after it, and they get there for the sack. Smile Munden, the outside linebacker, coming up to drop him for a loss of a full 10 yards. So here's a 3rd and 14.
Here we go. Set. Ready.
Looking to throw. Presley. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break up their routes quickly as well.
Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. You look at this Cowboy defense. And this unit, very tough to throw against, currently 2nd best in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, it'd easily move into the top 5.
The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And that one will be no good. He never had it online. It's well wide to the left, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Yeah, 55 yards is anything but a gimme. You've got to really concentrate on your leg swing and proper technique. This time, though, he's unable to convert.
They'll run. This is Jaden Blue. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Excellent effort defensively by him. 2 tackles for a loss last week, now 1 here in the first quarter.
He's an absolute disruptor, isn't he? And I think most offenses would love to go against guys who just want to hold the point of attack and try to keep things clean for their linebackers. But when they make those moves and they can get upfield past the offensive line into the backfield, that's hard to handle.
3rd down and 6.
Come on, come on. Pat the 60, pat the 60.
Back to throw. Presley. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. On is the punter, Brian Anger, to kick this one away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Hurts. And this one too low.
Rough incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. It certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on 3rd down.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
63, 63.
Throwing is Hurts. Complete to his target, Jalen Hyatt. And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Play action. Here's Hurts. That is caught by Josh Oliver, the former San Jose State Spartan. Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd down and 5. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Here's Hurts to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 41-yard line. We're scoreless after 1. The Vikings with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Sampson. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. He'll look to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. From the 10, 1st and goal.
Silver, set.
Now we've got movement up front, and I think this is going to be on Minnesota. And they'll try again here, first and goal after the false start. They're going to look to throw. Wide open receiver, complete. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Vikings go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Extra point splits the uprights. And that makes the score 7-0. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. And he's brought down, giving this one up to about the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Looking to throw. Presley. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Rookie to rookie on the hookup there, and it's a first down.
Buffalo 18. Let's go now. Ready.
Off the play fake. Presley. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
And he comes back with one complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's second down.
Ready. Hawk 70. Hawk 70. 70 Lions. 60 Bobcats. 60 Bobcats. Chop 60. Chop 60. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates.
Back to throw again. That is caught inside the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. George Pickens, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
This is 2nd and 8. From the gun, it's Hurts. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They'll run. This is Jordan Mason. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
From the 38, Hurts. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Savon Rebel. And the Cowboys are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way, and the head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
Throwing to start the drive. Presley. And that is incomplete. Wow, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know, there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
They'll run up the middle here with Blue. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the 1st half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
Ready? Up, Cowboy 80.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for Dallas. He's been a busy man here in this 1st half as he gets it away. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive, maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to lead the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Vikings, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Great. Check. 180. No touch.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Trayvon Diggs, usually known for interceptions. Here, he gets the sack. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14.
No touch. 180. No touch.
Now a give, right side. Sampson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. 3rd and 15 here after the 1st and 2nd down plays went in the wrong direction. They'll drop to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And it's intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to get the football back at their own 17.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points. There he goes, left side. Still going inside the 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. George Pickens, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Cowboys have taken the lead.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
You said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And that makes the score 14-7. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. Now Hurts is going to do it himself. And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game. Picked off by Damone Clark. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. CD, that's a huge play by this defense in a close ball game. I think he was trying to just extend the play. They're getting outside the pocket, but he throws a costly pick 6.
Yeah, he's trying to find someone open. You're exactly right. He wasn't looking to run. He was looking to throw. The result, not good for him. They were more than happy on the defensive side to gather that one in and take it to the house.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. Going for the deep ball. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Marquise Bell. And the Cowboys are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
.30 seconds remain in this first half as they come up here 1st and 10.
Viking 18.
Throwing to start the drive. Presley. Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. That catch for his career is number 589, so 11 away from 600, but it also right now ties him with Hall of Famer Fred Biletnikoff.
And we remember Fred Biletnikoff well because of the way he went about his business in catching the football. And we're seeing something similar here. Someone who runs precise routes, has excellent hands, and knows how to get the ball to the end zone.
The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Throwing again on second down. Hurts. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A great effort there. 39 yards.
And the Vikings come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Point after, right down the middle. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And not what he was hoping for when he brought it out. They're going to get him down short of the 15-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
The second-round pick leading this offense well. It'll be a first down.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
19 tight. 19, go.
Back to throw now on first down. Throw left side, hauled in by Pickens. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 15 more yards there, and quickly another first down. He's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover and double and triple and do what you have to do? But sometimes they get locked into such a groove.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. George Pickens, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Aubrey good with the PAT. And the lead now up to 14. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter. Went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead with the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
He's going to air one out. And this is caught at the 20. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Now Hurts looking to change the play. And he's got his man in stride, complete. He's down inside the 10 to the 8. And it comes on a gain of 8.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Back to throw here. And he's got it. Touchdown. From 4 yards out. And the Vikings are back within a score.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
A try here for the extra point. He's got it, and they're back within a touchdown at 28-21. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings booming away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
At their own 28-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Back to throw. Presley. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Down to the 10. Touchdown, Cowboys. A big play there. 72 yards. And they're able to add on to their advantage. Aubrey now for the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Vikings 21. Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
And I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Making the catch, this is the tight end, Oliver. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Another big play as they get 28 out of that one.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
They go play action with Hurts. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And that is incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, it was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Hurts. Now Hurts is going to do it himself. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
Partner just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years, but here we go.
I haven't met a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder if he wasn't a first-round pick. They want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the first down there, no hesitation at all to tuck it and go. I bet he would have tried running through their entire defense if it meant reaching that marker.
Well, after watching him ring the bell that many times and putting the ball in the end zone, throwing it, you had to figure they had to bring some type of pressure. They had to change things up on defense.
And able to get to him, put him on the ground, so maybe just something to throw him off a little bit.
Yeah, that had to feel a lot better for the defensive guys. They've been getting carved up in this one. To finally knock him on the ground and force an incompletion, that's got to be a sigh of relief.
They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Ferguson. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. A big play here for Dallas. 45 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
On first down, it's Blue. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so.
60 Vikings, 60 Vikings. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Ready.
They go again with Blue. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 9 yards on the play there. And it'll set him up first and goal. Well, lots of praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
And now an audible here into something else.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Dragon 60.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys.
George Pickens.
A 1-yard touchdown reception.
And the Cowboys get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. The extra point up and good by Auburn. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
They will finally be taken down, but how about that play? It's a big one on the final act of the third quarter. So both offenses come to life here in this third quarter as this is shaping up for a good finish. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback.
Toward the pylon, but it's incomplete.
Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player in the field has to say to himself, I can't give up either.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. That's picked up by the Cowboys. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
And they have to be feeling pretty good. Comfortable fourth quarter lead as they take over following the fumble recovery.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Okay, break.
Now a second and 10.
Let's go. Bronco 80.
Looking to throw. Presley.
Now he'll tuck this and run.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
While you admire anyone trying to pick up an additional couple of yards, they're just not worth it when you take shots like that. Quarterbacks have to stay in the game and stay on the field.
This offense so far on third down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. So offense moving a little too slow there, could not get set, and they get the penalty. So a little tardy getting everyone set, and the clock hits 0 before they could snap it.
Yeah, you can take your time and use the clock and try and get set up, but once it gets near 5 seconds, that's when you often hear a quarterback yelling, hurry, hurry, to make sure everybody's ready to get the snap off.
Back to throw. Presley. A short one there taken in by Ferguson. Finding room at midfield. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A big play there on the catch and run. And it'll give them a fresh set of downs. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. They go with Blue between the tackles. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
9 yards the pickup there, and it's a 1st down.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and look like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
Come on, set! 70 Timberwolves! Ready?
Here's a give, left side, Blue with it. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down, because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Bronco switch. Gotti.
They'll try and run again with Blue. And he will have the 1st down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion. Starting to look